Blah. Lie in the door.
What is that progression, Robbie? What's it start out in?
What is that? A to G. A to F sharp. F. So it would be like this. It'd be like
Be careful. Don't do it too close to the melody. You have no idea. The ID, the content ID of YouTube picks that stuff up so easily. It's crazy. So here we go. Final song of the evening. This is just a very old, lost Misfits song. Definitely a piano-based song, even though it's not. There's no piano on that song, right? On the Static Age version.
No.
The light in the doorway, shining so bright in the doorway. I clench your hips for the flesh. You tore my prose. In the doorway, animal lie, like the doorway as you hide. Hear it then, will you let me in? Now, do we know if these lyrics are accurate at all?
That's another problem, because this wasn't even on the box set, so you don't even have the Jerry version.
Right. The light in the doorway shining so
I mean, they
bright.
sound right.
The doorway is the doorway to the afterworld.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I think. The light in the doorway, shining so bright in the doorway.
Song? I clench your hips for the flesh.
You tore my prose in the door. I could be just like ravaging. There's another one for you, ballad. Another sex song. You tore my prose in the doorway. Animal lie, like the doorway as you hide. Hear it. That these aren't correct.
I always thought that was animal-like. Like you're acting like an animal. Just, when I heard it, that's what I heard.
Actually, you know what this reminds me of? The Pixies song "Caribou," which is a great song. You should all check out, about being reincarnated into a caribou. But the poetry is very similar. In the doorway, we were so young. In the doorway, release the black dogs on our breasts. This isn't correct.
I think those are correct. I do. There's some really cool AI stuff that you could do with isolating stems.
And that's how you figured it out?
And because I wanted to make sure the lyrics are right, because I would hate to sing the wrong shit. And you could get Glenn's voice pretty isolated. And I think it does sound like that.
David Lee says, what does he mean about prose? When I think of prose, I think about poetry.
Mm-hmm.
It's like just prose. You, what does he say? You tore my prose, like you took my words apart, maybe. Right? In the doorway, animal lie, like we're lying like animals in the doorway. In the doorway, as you hide, hear it then, will you let me in? Okay. Remember how we're doing the couplets? That's the theme. This is hybrid moments, baby. Oh. Hybrid moments. Because what do we talk about hybrid moments?
Turning into.
Well, that's one thing, but I also this was my notion. Well, I don't know if I could take credit for this. It might have been someone on the internet. I'm pretty sure I came up with this though. I might have come up with this. A hybrid moment is a moment of pleasure and pain. It's a hybrid moment. And that's why we give me a moment, give me this moment, is give me this hybrid moment. But this is interesting. I feel like this is like sort of synergy here with this a little bit. But it's like knocking on the door, will you let me in? And the door could be a metaphoric for, just letting me in, that kind of thing.
I was thinking even like, like you're saying, letting you in with, the doorway. All different ways or all different, like, kind of perspectives about a woman, and going inside. Because, like, the light in the doorway, of course,
Mm-hmm.
And shining so bright. He's talking about how beautiful, I guess it is, but Then he's talking about clenching her hips for it, the doorway.
Right.
Yeah.
And then talking about animal lie, almost like a primal instinct to be with that.
I think it's him just trying to say like lie like an animal lie. I think he's just saying it funny. In the doorway, animal lie, like you're lying like an animal.
What if it is animal-like and he's in the doorway like an animal?
Oh, in the doorway, animal like. It's not even lie, and the lyrics
Could be
are wrong.
like animal like.
In the
You
doorway.
don't even know.
David. Okay, here's David's hot take. Ready? I think about the doorway like a portal to summon a demon, and the pros being a pact with the devil signed with blood and shit like that, or maybe just a coochie. Hey, talking about a coochie. A coochie. No, that's good.
Woo!
David's on fire tonight with that stuff.
I like this guy.
He's on fire. You know who's not in the chat, and I wish he was, because I feel like he just would come up with stuff. Chris Corkum would definitely come up with stuff. Amy says, I love how Glenn uses the whole teenage angst thing in a morbid sense. It's true. That is very much what he's kind of doing here. And Pete says, I think... Oh, sorry, Pete. Oh, crap. This thing. Coochie.
Yeah, maybe that line is actually "you tore my bone."
I think in the doorway he says, you tore my throat.
That's what I always thought it said.
As you hide, hear it then, will you let me in? It's definitely about being let in the doorway. We were so young in the doorway. Release the black dogs on our breasts. Release the black dogs on our breasts.
I think those are the lyrics for that one.
And then, here's the thing. It's definitely about fucking, because it says, I ain't never going to let you rest, right? He writes a lot about fucking. He does.
We'll never forget. Who forgets their first time, right?
Right. We'll never forget. I'll never let you rest.
Ooh, okay. Wait. Could this be...
In the doorway, we were so young?
Could this be about his losing his virginity?
You
and
might be right.
All the mixed emotions coming along with it as the song goes on. How he thought it was a beautiful thing, shining so bright, beautiful, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and then
oh my God.
Goes,
yep.
It gets more and more...
And then
crude.
Look at the last part. It says, oh, like when you're having... oh. That's how the song ends, right? It's perfect. It's perfect. It works. It really, really works.
Maybe
I think it is. It's about losing your virginity. I think you're right on the money about that.
And it just gets more and more crude as it goes.
Hold up. One thing.
Yeah, what's up? Tell me.
Black dogs, I just found this little entry where it says, to meet the black dog at night is a truly bad omen. Black dogs are associated with, bad luck and whatnot. So I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there. Somebody in the chat, come on, somebody dig something up, make that connection.
Oh, Chris, speak of the devil. Chris Corkum has arrived. Chris, we were just talking about you, buddy. Glad to see you here. Hold on, my stupid friggin' computer sucks. Chris everybody's stoked that Chris is in the chat, and he's like, he always gets so stoked for this stuff. He's been coming late to these chats, so he misses out on the convo. But here we are.